Okay, so this is the opening game of the Visible Cup show match. We have Bruh in the green as Ethiopians against Baba in the red as Tatars here on High Tides. This is some unexpected Civ selections. I kind of expected a pick that might have some sort of water bonus because the amount of fish in the top. Thank you, Atten, correcting me. It is not the show match, it is the final. And it's now a best of 7. Thank you very much. We'll play and we'll now catch up. Bloody Nuts, welcome to the stream. Hello. Get back to work here. Anyway, so I've heard people talk about some of the Hidden Cup 4 maps. I know this is Visible Cup, but these are the maps from Hidden Cup 4 where they have fixed TCs, so it makes laming easier. Obviously here we have elephants behind the TCs, so it doesn't look like that's going to happen in this set. There's no gaps in that wood line. So Baba at the moment just scouting around trying to find his goats, should find them shortly, and he has most of the others, and sending a villager to the north now, going for a nice early dock. I thought the point of this tournament was to have it running until the next Hidden Cup, where the finals now. Was that the point of it? I thought it was just a chance to showcase some of the players that aren't able to qualify or compete to the same degree in Hidden Cup. There were a lot of admin losses and wins and stuff, so... Oh, I'm being sarcastic because it's taken forever to finish. I see. Yeah, it's been a very long tournament. It was it Swiss stage for a lot of it? Which meant that, yeah, it's taken an awful long time to get to the final that we're at today. But fair play to the organisers and the admins for it. Like the concept, I think, is really good. Like seeing more of these Hidden Cup maps, so we can see the meta progress a little bit, and seeing those players that you may not see otherwise. Baba being a prime example of that. Literally came back to the game, found out this was a thing, had summer holidays, now I'm going back to school in 2 days. Visible Cup is forever. It's been a very long tournament. I think it was 70 odd players signed up and had a group stage initially, or something to that effect. I only know there's a final once in a while. So, Bruh with a lovely woodline on the south here. Going up to the edge of the map, so he's already built a couple of houses in front of it. The tree line does go up to the houses, so he's completely secure to the south side of his TC. JBR tourney went. I'll tell you what, Atten, I will get something together this week. By Friday, I will launch sign-ups for a tournament. How does that sound? I've got time still, so I will use it and get something going. I 100% do not have the budget for a prize pool, but I think there's still enough interest in... I think even as high as maybe 1800, 1900 in tournaments without prizes. I think there's enough tournaments now happening with some small prize pool that 2Ks can compete in, so I don't imagine we'll get many in that region sign up, but Boo will play, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure he will, actually. So one of the first tournaments I hosted was a like open sign up, and then based on whoever signed up, I split it into 4 categories. Literally just quartered all of the sign-ups, did then group stages within each category, and then a knockout round afterwards, and I think it worked quite well, so I might try to do the same again. The other thing I'm toying with is doing what I'd love to host. So there was Masters of Socotra a few months ago, which is one of my favourite tournaments that I've ever watched or casted or played in. So I'd love to do a Plebs of Socotra. Obviously much lower standard than the Masters with Hera Viper in the final, but it was Noobs of Socotra. We can do Noobs of Socotra. I just don't know which one to do first. And Men-at-Arms are into Bruh's base. It's just about to drop the range as the scout attack the villagers, and the Men-at-Arms are now here. Range comes a little bit further back to be built within the range of the TC so that the Men-at-Arms can't deny it. In the north we have fire galleys out for both players. We have 2 docks for Bruh. Sorry, for Baba. Bruh only on 1. He's got the villager here, so he could drop a second. And archer production has started. These Men-at-Arms should be kept out, so they won't be able to do any damage. Archer production has started for Bruh as well, though. Who hosted Masters of Socotra? It was John Slow. So Bruh moving his villager across here to build another dock. So that dock should go up because of the weird issues with the being able to block fire galley attacks with palisades. Okay, so Men-at-Arms now start to pull home as archers start coming out for Baba. The scout here trying to pick off these isolated archers, and now with a couple of them there, the scout pulls back. Fletching just about to come in for Baba. Bruh already has it, and a nice little snipe there on the archer. Baba picking off the single archer, now killing the scout, and now can force the Men-at-Arms away. Jamalist, hello, welcome. I've said this earlier, but thank you to everyone that joined the stream on Saturday to watch Nilly's progress and are then coming back today. This is really lovely to see. I like Baba's position. I like Baba's position. Hello, Wacky-chan. So yeah, 2 docks are up. This one has a couple of fire galleys in. There's now a second dock there for Bruh. So he's going to try and still contest on water, but it's 5 fire galleys at the moment for Baba, only 2 for Bruh. I like small trees. I like how you say the. So Scout manages to pick off the skirmisher. Is it when I say the where I'm thinking about the next word? Oh, small trees and Baba's position. That's fair. So like I did with the skirmisher just there.
So long.
It's entirely where I'm trying to think about what I'm saying, and I'm already thinking about the next thing and forget. I have to try and remember what the word I'm trying to say is. So, Man-at-Arms loop around the berries. There is a couple of villagers there. Quick walls come up for Baba. Does a good job to protect his villagers every single time. I'm a bit slow otherwise, Nessa, okay? The Man-at-Arms are in on the villagers on the berries, and it runs away. It could be a drinking game. By all means, like, Nessa, start a drinking game. Make sure you promise to play it, and make sure you tell me the rules. Because I will abuse it and like say everything that's possibly on the bingo list that makes you drink. I will royally stitch anyone up that plays. Do you want me dead? I do not want anyone dead. So the fire galleys from Baba loop round here and should be able to clear up these fire galleys from Bruh. Villager builds another dock for Bruh. I like that move from Baba, sending the villagers out to take from the zebra, to just get that little bit extra food. So he can now pull back inside, walling the gap up behind him. He might get some idle time on the wood line here as archers and skirmishers come in, but Baba mixing in his own skirms, well ahead in military numbers on land and water. So he's going to clear up the final fishing ship. Yeah, it was. And now try and take out the docks. I mean, I'll take it as a compliment that you listen to me so much that you've picked up all of my little mannerisms and stuff. But yeah, I guess I think I've casted streamed for over 70 hours in the last month. I'm sure that's what it said. So if I'm doing something for 70 hours, I'm sure like every little quirk is going to get picked up. I've known since the beginning, yeah. So archers from Baba at the back of Bruh's base. There was a villager on the gold that he was trying to pick off. It manages to escape. Bruh trying to build a defensive tower on the gold at the front. He does have enough military to send Baba sprawling away for the time being, and keeping his fire glades around, but not engaging directly. So Bruh is adding numbers. Baba stopped production on water. I didn't want you to become super aware of it because you say it so much, JB. Like, I am super aware of it. And in some of my earlier days, where I knew I was pausing more, was where I knew that I needed to stop streaming because I was getting tired and having to think more. Today, no excuse, I'm just tired. JBR has so much power over you. I'm not convinced I have power over anyone. So Baba has clicked up. I think it's behind a villager. It is, so villager completes, and now we'll head up to Castle Age. JB, how do you choose whether to say the or the? I think it's entirely dependent on whether I'm trying to give myself time to think about the word I'm trying to say, if that makes sense. So I'd normally say the. So it's the skirmishers, the tower, the TC for Bruh. But it's when I'm trying to think about the next word that I'm like the villager. So rather than saying or so much, which I know I say a lot as well, I go the, giving myself that time to think about words. Because words are hard. Bruh has fought his way back on water, clearing up Baba's navy. Baba now starting to produce fires again. He's getting armor and then making a cavalry switch. Just getting bloodlines. Is it cavalry switch? Oh yeah, okay. 2 tables. Could potentially mix in some CA, but don't think he'll quite have the gold income for that. I think instead it's going to be elite skirm alongside maybe some knights as his opening move in Castle Age. I mean, like, I wouldn't start streaming if I wasn't happy to be ridiculed quite so much. It's the as I said, the thing of being on broadcasting for 70 plus hours in the last month means that every little thing, that every little quirk or idiom I have is going to get picked up. I don't ridicule Jake. Do you not, Nessa? So I don't quite like Baba taking that fight there. I'd prefer to see him pull the numbers away. He's got upgrades coming. There's no need to fight it. Bruh has clicked up as well. On water, Baba has stopped production. That's only how you choose to interpret it. Who's Jake? I am Wacky-chan. So Elite Skirm and Bodkin is in, and Bruh is trying to trade off now while he has a numerical advantage. And Baba is sending knights forward, but Baskets is Jake. Jake Timothy Amadeus Britsby. I mean, 2 out of 4 is not bad. We can't have 2 Jakes. We've established I'm older than Baskets, so I should officially be the Jake, or the Jake, if you prefer. So Bruh gonna go for a monastery in defense, adding some knights to try and deal with the add some monks to try and deal with the knights. Knights raiding the woodlines here, trying to fight knights with villagers. They are bloodlines now, knights with +1 armor, so the skirms barely tickling them at this point. And elite skirm is coming in, bodkin already there, and crossbow upgrade. There can be only one. I would say I'll fight him for it, but like Baskets would crush me. So we're just going to go on age. Yeah, also hi Craig. So more knights coming in now for Baba. Crossbow has been completed for Bruh, but he's only got 3 of them at the moment. And struggling for wood income, Baba takes it. Like the knights coming in there, able to run straight past the front of Bruh's base, able to come in on the wood line and completely deny Bruh's access. Well played from Baba. So jump into the statistics. Military, Baba taking some good trades there. Getting the earlier Castle Age time, getting the technology upgrades, and able to press his advantage. How many games do they play? It's a best of 7, so minimum 4, maximum 7. And that was game 1, so you have joined us at a good time. So food and wood in Baba's favour. That kind of told in his skirm play, and then able to switch into knights to good effect. And Villager High, did he add TCs? Yeah, so he'd gone up to 3 TCs, so makes sense he had the lead in villagers there. Okie dokie. So game 1 over. That was a win for Baba, with Tatars taking the lead over Ethiopians. Okay, so we are into game 2 here. We have Bruh in the green as Burgundians and Baba in the red as Portuguese. We are just trying to fast forward to catch up with real time, and Bruh sent a villager forwards, just hits all the palisades so that Baba can't sneak through. I am expecting here a fast imp for organ guns, trebs, and monks from Baba. I mean, like, this map is ideally suited to Turks, going for an early castle defensively and sending Janissaries and Mangonels forward to pressure your opponent. I've seen that be incredibly successful in earlier rounds of this, and also in the main event. Anyone that hasn't seen this map before, we have it's kind of hideout, but with this bypass section in between the bases. But alongside the normal resources they have, there are sections with plenty of resources on the sides, lots of food, lots of gold, lots of stone on both sides. So if you are getting pressured through the middle, then you have that opportunity to expand onto those sides. And yeah, so we are going to have a little bit of a slow build up now. Players pushing in their huntables, I think that was the final one there for Baba. And still one left to go for Bruh, but did he take his first rhino? Yes, he did. Whereas Baba not taking either just yet. So, going to try and push the last zebra through the walls here, and then we'll likely build a house just to re-secure the back of his base. Baba using his scout just to get some map information. Probably try and identify the relics or the extra resources, so he knows he's got some gold outside his walls. He sees the gold to the south side as well. Oh, not south side, but east side. Or heading round south is what I mean. Nice little palisade there. It's not you per se, it's your voice opinion. You bring your poor sense of humour. Oh wow, Matox, that's harsh. I wouldn't ever say such a thing other than when directly quoting someone else. Cool. My wife's cousins are coming to visit at the end of the month, so I was just double checking what their plans were. I agree, I have no humour, my voice isn't that bad. Okay, so Bruh starting to drop farms, looking to be a fast castle attempt from him. He's already got plenty of house space. Baba the same, just going to gold now. Neither player clicking up as of yet, although Bruh has it queued up, so he'll be heading up on 26 pop. Just heading up to gold now. What do I have to do different for fast imp instead of FC? Go up a little bit later, basically. I think you can do... Wow, so Baba's gone up on 27. Oh, I'm going to butcher this. I apologise in advance, but Loin Dio Molinex? Welcome to the stream. I'm going with Loin because I can say that. My absolute apologies for how terrible that was. But thank you for the follow. And I'm going to get exclamation mark butchered in just a second. But yeah, so in terms of fast imp compared to fast castle, it may not be a fast imp. It may just be fast castle, build a defensive castle, get some organ guns out to be able to start pressuring, because organ guns are still a very, very strong unit. And then go for a faster imp behind it. He is on stone, so castle seems to be the play here. Bruh going a bit more heavily on gold. Heavier than I would have expected. Yeah, much heavier than I'd expected. It's a little bit lighter on food, so maybe it's going to be market blacksmith and then try and buy his way up a little bit. So we've got market blacksmith for Baba, stable blacksmith for Bruh. So again, the monk defense perhaps. Monk defense would make sense. Trying to bank a little bit of gold in advance. You have to go for a very early redemption if you're going for monk defense. Just come into Stonewall across the centre there, and Baba on the way to Castle Age. So it is going to be that castle play from Baba. Doesn't look like a fast imp to me. He's not got anywhere near the numbers on food or gold. And Baba, I don't know whether this is going on to stone. I think it's going to be just long range mining 50 stone so that he has enough for 2 TCs, which he's going to be under a lot of pressure here. Baba sending more across the gold now, getting that economy ready to produce. Again, this is all my assumptions here, but getting ready for organ gun production. Bruh now coming off of gold a little bit, which will rob a house. Be very easy to transition to faster shimp with 1 TCU. Yeah, especially when the unique unit is wood and gold costs, I believe, because like all of your new villagers just go straight onto gold. So I like the stone wall from Bruh. Just try and secure the front of his base as much as he can. Instant castle for Baba. Staying on stone with a couple of villagers and adding a siege workshop. Could be for rams to try and break through buildings a bit quicker. New civs not allowed. It's played on the previous patch, so my assumption is no, because the tournament's been running for like 2-3 months, so I believe no. So we've got scout engagement there. Baba taking the hill, kills Bruh's scout. Bruh adding a second TC. He's going right by the stone, so he's going to go onto stone in just a second. I wonder if the plan here will be for guard tower defense. Oh, I missed it, but I assume you butchered that name. I absolutely did, Nessa. I was fully expecting the butchered command and said as such. And I have apologised wholeheartedly for my poor attempts. So it is mangonels, in fact, for Baba. He's going to use the castle to break through the palisades here. I don't quite get why he's attacking that one, because that is behind the gate foundation, or the gate entrance. Okay, so going for a second layer of stone walls. Bruh trying to just delay this out so that he can boom behind. Organ guns now out, and the palisade has been broken, so we can start moving forward. We're going to try and prevent this wall in behind. Bruh adding more villagers onto stone. I think I really would like a university and go for guard tower. And he's just getting loom now as the organ guns and the mangonels arrive. And so it's going to be starting to try and break through. Bruh is adding that university. Suddenly gets... yeah, he can't get that up. They may have loom, but they are still villagers at the end of the day, facing organ guns and mangonels. Organ guns with 7 range. Sending 3 villagers just to try and start building that palace, that stone wall foundation. Minimap looks like 2 bats. Moving out over to here for another TC is a move I like. He's trying to build a market there. That's a much better market. I get the idea of trying to build a market to wall behind, but a market is an important building for him here. I mean the woodlines. Yeah, no, I can see what you mean. So we're going to have stone walls and houses on the left-hand side. Still surprised we're not seeing any towers. Or is he... Okay, he's instead saving the stone to go for castle defense. Castle will probably come to one side, although he's going to have to be there really quite quickly. Doesn't have the resources to buy it. I can't see how he's going to get a castle up. There is the last gap now. He's 200 stone short, so So he's going for it's. Yeah, it's over. I agree. This isn't even going to get completed, and he has to abandon it. And this, yeah, he's trying to delete that so that he's got the stone he can use. Well, it should be. Agreed. The only potential saving grace is if he moves out to these two sides and just goes for a mad boom, builds a castle defensively. Because in reality, there's now very little resources in here. Okay, you've got the stone, the gold there and the stone there, but there's still plenty here and plenty here. It would secure some gold and food and wood and stone. Like, you'd have plenty of what you need. This TC's going down. It's not got the wood to be able to repair it. Redemption and Sanctity are coming in, but this is scary numbers of mangonels and organ guns. So, and he's not. Where did all the stone go? I know he's built. He hasn't built another TC. Did he sell the stone just to afford the Redemption and Sanctity? Behind this, look at Baba's resources. He's nearly at the food he needs. He's got the gold already. Mangonels are going to get converted, I think. No. Doesn't come in. What's up with Baba lately? Wasn't he supposed to be a worse player than Sito? He was like top 30 at best. I would say that Sito was a little bit better than Baba, yes. But Baba has been on an epic climb of late and doing really, really well in some of these tournaments. So, Mangonel and Organ Guns. Organ Guns coming in a little bit closer. They've got 4 Pierce Armor. So, dive under the TC here to try and kill any repair villagers. Killing any monks trying to get their conversions. So, the converted Organ Guns trying to snipe off Mangonels. They get one of them. Second one stays up. The Organ Gun dies to a Mangonel shot. I expect to see villagers coming forward to drop a castle soon. I don't think he needs it. I think a better castle would be over here if he finds that that is being made. Yeah, he's playing really sick, if I'm not mistaken. His last 4 tournament series were all XOs. I couldn't say with certainty. There is a Mangonel conversion. Gets another Mangonel. So conversion, then converted Mangonel, killing the one remaining Mangonel of Baba. But see, a 4-0 burst out was also part of that. Yeah, you can hardly be surprised by a 4-0 versus Doubt. And here comes the villagers for a castle drop. There. Both ready to make a castle, but where? I think Baba's goes here. I was going to put it there. Okay. I don't like that one, because that's not denying much. I suppose it's a little bit safer, but here would be a better option in my eyes. Baba hits Imp. Bruh trying to rush out to build his own castle here. And Baba just can pull back, build it there. Doesn't need to be quite that aggressive. So, Bruh committing to this one. Baba's an Imp already. He gets this castle up no problem, just adds trebs. He can start adding more eco if he wants. So this castle is going to go up. He's just committing the organ guns there though. So one conversion comes in, one goes down to the castle fire, second one should as well, does, and pathing means a third does. So yeah, this castle will go up, and that's Fittoria's, I think. Fittoria's probably makes sense. So just going to take that last little bit of stone. What are they? 250 gold, 250 stone. Still adding villagers, but treb production has started at home. And getting block printing. Ready to counter any cavalry? Lion not doing him any favours. This is a nice move from Bruh though, moving out to here. This just so much food that there's atonement. Now wood. I'm not going to take the gold. Okay. Decision is wood needed more. Still no Fatorias. Okay. So we do have castles out now. That's not castles. Trebs out for Baba. So he's going to start pushing this back. He's got plenty of organ guns there. That there's little that can come and do much damage. Bruh is he's idling for Imp. Right, look at the idle TC time ticking up to 12 minutes of idle time, and that castle will be down before he hits Imperial Age. He's going to try and repair it. He's got 200 stone, but repairing 9 villagers versus 2 trebs, 3 trebs now. I think you need something like 9 per treb. The treb there just running under the TC, not ideal. And monk production is following this up. Yeah, and Baba, recognising the situation, abandons that castle. He's delivering the relics to Baba, which is nice. And atonement is coming for you, Atten, okay? So, I like Bra's attempts to reboom on the sides here. Giving himself wood access. There's, as I say, plenty of resources. The Trebs here are going to come and take out this TC in no time at all. He's trying to get handcart, but it won't come in. So. Ban that bot. Oh, there. I didn't even see it. Cool. Thank you. Organ guns are here. They're going to pick off 2 villagers. No, just 1. And they're going to break through quickly. JBR was too hot stuff. So, scout dies to the TC there, and Baba was able to get up an outpost, and I expect we'll be pressuring those at some point. Broken through the wall on this right hand side, and there are a lot of exposed villagers there that need to try and escape. Bruh, researching Cavalier in this stables. He ran out of stone when trying to get his walls completed. Baba is buying stone. Where does he drop the castle? Okay, there. So ready to start trying to push through on this left hand side, or on the north of Bra's original base. Organ guns looping round to the right hand side. TC coming up for Baba. There's a couple of villagers that were left behind, and they're going to die now to the organ guns. Organ guns here protecting the Treb. So even if Bra can get Cavalier, he's adding stables here, but I think against this many organ guns, he's already got the monk techs in. Cheers, Jamalist. Thank you for stopping by, and hope to see you again. So, castle is up on the right hand side. And on the... sorry, not on the right hand side. To the right of Bra's TC. That's the words. The organ guns try to dive to pick off the monks with block printing. They are doing a good job of defending this. And the... conversions, yeah, I know, the conversions are working. Villagers coming out to attack the trebuchet. I'll time you out, Nessa. Another conversion trying to come in. But atonement is in for Baba. That forces the monks away. So Trebuchet stays up. TC goes down. On the left hand side we've got bombard cannons and trebuchets. Castle on the right hand side. This is not going well. Hey Theo, welcome. Theo, I apologise wholeheartedly. I forgot to reply to your message. So companies that do cycling tours, I will reply in a second. Double atonement game. Not quite. Atonement didn't complete. We had a GG first. Baba with a predictable but effective strategy there. 68% worker efficiency for Bruh, 74% for Baba. But yeah, so Baba's strategy there to go for the organ guns, put that pressure on. Bruh trying to delay as much as possible and not able to get a defensive castle up. And I liked his attempt to reboom, but it ultimately came a little bit too late, losing a lot of eco to the push through from the organ guns. Baba with solid KD there, far bigger army, high, down on resources, but kind of didn't need them, wasn't spending much in the way of food in terms of his army production. It was just for each of the age advancements and upgrades, instead spending wood and gold. Faster to each age and a little bit lower on vil count. Okay, so marking off the maps, that was bypass won by Baba, with Portuguese beating Burgundians. Okay, so we are into game number 3 here. We've got Bruh in the green as Lithuanians against Baba in the red as Italians. Okay, so my prediction of Byzantines not happened. Italians I kind of expected to be picked on Bay, but they will work very well here. They get cheaper fishing ship, so potential to get fishing ship numbers rolling a little bit earlier. So the map is cross, so you've got the 4 ponds in each of the corners. Less fish than on the ranked ladder version of this map, which is called 4 lakes, not cross. So scout from Baba, just looking around trying to find where Bruh's base is. Bruh with this tight wood line behind his TC gives him a nice opportunity to wall in, although it will limit his gold access, so I don't think that is the play. I think potentially walling to the edge of the map here secures the wood line and the gold at the back there, and maybe from this wood line to this wood line secures the whole pond, and then he can wall into the TC at the front. On the other side, Baba, again, quite a long wood line on this right hand side. I think there's a gap through there. My apologies again for the big trees. I do keep forgetting to add small trees, but a house or palisade just between them would definitely guarantee that this back section is completely safe. And then it gets a little bit more complicated. There are wood lines, but I think walling maybe into the berries would be the play here, and then from this wood line into this house gives him some safe area. If he's able to go out here, that would be again a very nice secure base in this right hand corner for Baba. Bruh is here with his scout. Baba walling in the villager, so we'll make sure that the dot goes up. Bruh able to get his fishing ships out a little bit faster. So with Lithuanians you start with extra food, So he will have sent most of his villagers onto wood right at the start, getting the wood income rolling a little bit earlier, waiting for the villager count to get up to then switch across onto food again. So both players bringing in their first boars, second boars. Second ball, yep. Didn't see the first one come in, was looking at the maps for walling opportunities. There is every chance that Baba is going to wall to these houses the way he's built them. Has he seen the edge of the map to that side? He has. Scout ran through that wood line, so he at least knows about their existence. Loom coming in for both players, so they will likely be on their way to Feudal Age. Bra already clicks up. Baba with a little bit of idle time, and now on the way up himself. A villager is moving forward, but Bra adding an outpost there as well. So, how much vision does that give him? Doesn't see right to the edge of the map, but he should see the villager walk past. I think I prefer Liths here. I think I prefer Liths here. Depends what Baba's able to get to. But in general, I prefer Liths. This villager shouldn't be able to dock. I think that was Bra just looking to see that he hadn't missed a sneak, which is good game sense. And now just to make sure he sees the villager go across. Lith trash can be oppressive. They can. And did Baba see the outpost? He did. Oh. Okay, gets a little bit extra vision from the outpost, so he should now see the dock. It's very prominent on his mini-map. And has not started fire galley production. So we've got barracks coming up at the front for Bruh. Baba has got a lead, an HP lead on his scout. Gets a good hit, runs away before the TC can hit the scout. Fire galley production starting for Baba. This is a mistake from Bruh. He's adding fire galleys now, but that means this is going to be a rip for Bruh. Yeah, exactly that. He's now got to invest into this pond, adding a second dock just to try and keep that as secure as possible. So we've got barracks coming up at home for Baba. Not moving across for... It's a house, we can't even see it. Damn big trees. So yeah, gold investment for the time being going into fire galleys. And Baba is here, going to try and pick off a fishing ship early. And fire galley now out in defence for Bruh. Baba pulls his back and will come and repair it with his forward villager. And we'll turn to fight. Bruh runs away. Bruh has already docked in the south. And no villagers coming forward yet. So Baba adding an archery range now. Bruh hasn't gone for any other military just yet, focusing instead on the 2 dock production of fire galleys. And this is the danger of letting your opponent get to your pond. So Baba is only producing from 1 dock here, but Bruh has been forced into 2. Baba's only produced 2 fire galleys, and Bruh already has 5 lined up. Pulls the villager back, and will run away. Is he going to build another dock? No, I thought for a second that he was. So Baba is going to have invested far less in this pond than Bruh, and is now spending his gold that he's been mining on 2 range archer production or mix of archers and skirms? Okay, a mixture to begin with. It's got fletching now, and first archer is on the way, heading towards the gold by the looks of it. Just sat by the wood line for the time being. There is still a half HP scout here for Baba, so he can come back and snipe the skirmishers from Bruh. Worth a demo or two to try and take out some fishing ships. In the southern ponds, again, Baba is going to try and contest it. Bruh has a villager there building an outpost. Does Baba see the villager? He does. So he's going to try and pick off that villager. But Bruh not reacting as of yet because he is focusing on the scam fight in the centre. Yes, I know what that means. This is BR trying to signal what we might have for dinner. And I got the suggestion. And a villager here is going to go down. Bruh stopping Baba's dock in the north. Cancel the fire galley, build a galley. Prevent the dock coming up, not the fire galleys taking taking dominance. A tower forced to come up on the gold here for Bruh. Baba splits with his army, trying to keep them as alive as possible. He's going to be forced back for the time being, but there are reinforcements coming. 9 military versus 8, but 5 of that 9 now is on water. In the north, we have a second villager here for Baba. Bruh, it's completely equal at the moment. And Baba turns away, going for the hill, and will turn around, taking the hill advantage, and has now swapped over, so should win the fight, assuming Bruh doesn't react. Based on what we've seen so far, I don't think he will. Yeah, Atom, you're right. Bruh's been a bit slower just in those little engagements. It's got another villager forward though there is a scout there for Baba, and military numbers are coming in. Snipes the spearman. Villager not going to attack. And we have skirms versus skirms. Numbers here in favour of Baba. We're trying to drop a market so that he can balance his eco and click up to Castle Age. There we go. He will go up. First heavy water in first pond, a tower, and will control 3 ponds most likely. I don't think he'll control this one, because that villager is so low HP that if it starts building near this fire galley, the fire galley should get it before he's able to wall it in. This one he might be able to take control of. So here's the villager. Fire galley is coming back. Does it? Yeah, so no reaction from Baba. The villager on 2 HP, he does react, okay. So he's going to keep that alive. And we've got 2 stables from Bruh. Going to go into knights. He's just not got the food though. Like, there's 2 tiles of fish left on this one. 300 food. Helsvog, hello, welcome. Okay, so skirms pushing Bruh into scout production. Is this just to try and clear up this small force, or is... No, he cancelled it. Okay. Yeah, wise decision. He's getting bloodlines. Is he going to be able to produce many knights? I don't like Baba's skirms being so close to these stables. So he Bruh has queued up 2 knights. Baba fighting villagers with skirms at the moment. I think Baba again will be quite happy with that. So looking at the worker efficiency in the last minute, just more idle time. This is a really nice stat from Capture Age. I like it a lot. And Baba was also forced into a tower on his gold. But he will have his base fully walled. Though there are big expanses of walls over there. This and this should be fairly easy to reinforce. He's got villagers collecting resources nearby. And bruh, now going to stone, ready to be able to drop more TCs, I believe. Not going to build a mining camp. Monastery is out for bruh, so he's going to try and collect the relics. Did bring that villager home. Yeah, he's there. So, Baba still with fish to collect on his pond on the right hand side. Bruh about to run out, and he doesn't have much wood to be able to drop farms or fish traps. Going for a second TC at the moment. He's just not going to be able to afford 2 TCs, 2 stable production. There you go. He suddenly runs out of, well, I'm going to say he runs out of food. He's still got 3 tiles of shorefish to collect, but 3 tiles of shorefish is not efficient. The pond in the south, still 5 tiles there, still a fair bit of food, but I don't know how much Baba is going to try and collect. I like the monk play though. He'll come, try and get a conversion. Jumps out with the fire ships. Doesn't really need the conversion, but why not? Just take complete dominance there. So it's going to clear up these 2 fire galleys and then fight the fishing ships. I don't expect Baba to contest this pond anymore. He's taking half the fish. The 3rd TC coming up for bruh. Going to range. Hellsvog, thank you very, very much for the subscription. I really appreciate that. I'm really grateful for everyone that has stopped by, and again, the people coming in and subscribing is really generous. I am super grateful and appreciate everyone that does so. I also appreciate those that don't. I'm just saying a special thank you to those that have. So it's going to be 3 TCs at home for Baba as well. Gone on to gold, gone on to stone. But it is pikes primarily in the army for Baba. Adding rams as well. Nice getting out of that one, Jake. Thank you, Nessa. I thought I managed to do a good job. Thank you, thank you. Nice bit of backpedaling. Okay. I don't think it's worth investing too heavily into this pond. 4 fishing ships would be enough, I think. Maybe 5 like he's done in the north here. That pond should stay secure. And we have knights forward for Baba. Quite content to just re-wall behind with houses. And should stay safe. Again, this is the most exposed part, but I don't think Baba will be coming across there. Hope you keep up the great work. Look forward to seeing a lot of your streams. Cheers, Hellsveg. I really appreciate that. Yeah, I'm on my way to being unemployed currently, so there's very little time commitments for me, so I'm trying to stream a fair bit at the moment. But I've got an interview Wednesday, so that may change things, but I hope to still be a little bit flexible and try to stream big events still. Or even some of these smaller ones. Like, I've really enjoyed the Visible Cup as a event to stream. And some of my favourite streams over the last well, it's almost exactly a year. So the 28th of August last year was my first stream as an affiliate. So yeah, in that year, I'm not counting any of my streams before then because my laptop was an absolute potato. and so they really don't count, and I don't know how I managed to get affiliate streaming with that, because it was like a slideshow. Nice split with the rams there, able to go after both of the battering rams. The pikemen jumping out, attacking the monks here. That is a 4 HP mangonel. It could be killed by the crossbows there. There we go, it now is. But the mangonel goes down. But yeah, I don't know how I managed to get affiliate with that laptop, because it was, I think I managed something like 12 FPS. So it can only have been people that genuinely liked me or were going AFK. Mainly that one, I expect. Baba doing a good job there, taking out the ram from Bruh and escaping with 7 HP. So he'll bring villagers across to repair that. And again, ejecting the ram, mangonel, killing the converted pikeman, I think. Yeah, that is way too ambitious. Bruh dropping a castle in the middle of this when he doesn't have military control. Baba mangonel fights, manages to escape. It should go down to the crossbows, but the yeah, it does. Okay, Scorpion's about to come out, but the Scorpions now have to run away from the mangonel. Pikeman making a beeline for the mangonel, should be able to kill it now. Is that castle a bit ballsy? He started building it. Baba coming out to build his own castle. And Baba, as Italians, has cheaper age advancement, so I would expect him to be able to pull off Imperial Age a little bit faster than Bruh. Bruh does have a 13 villager lead at this point, so... But the mangonel's out, villagers have to run away for the time being. Gonna try and trade mangonel for mangonel, and then rely on the other military around to be able to get the castle up. But that requires the mangonel from Baba to go down. Pikemen are here, they should be able to pick off these couple of villagers that are trying to build. And Bruh, research redemption. He managed to get the conversion on the mangonel as well. That's big. That means that Bruh has been able to send his villagers here. The castle should now go up. Baba going for ranges now. He has the resources he needs to click up. I think he... Oh, not quite. Okay. Baba clicks up to Imperial Age. Bruh trying to balance his eco with the market, get just the bit of resources he needs, still needs a bit of food and gold. So close. And there we go, he clicks up as well. Both players going on to stone now, ready to try and add more castles. Baba with nearly enough for a second castle. Could potentially go for a castle on this hill. Securing a gold and a stone, giving him a second platform to treb here, or could just double down in the same spot, going for the hill. Okay, that was basically me saying this is what I expect, but this is my caveat. This is a backup option in case I'm wrong. Delete, delete, delete. The monks with redemption are trying to convert the siege workshops. Baba should delete that. Don't give Bruh the production building. He's coming out here trying to convert the other siege workshop and lets him. But it's within range of this castle, so the castle is now probably going to take out the siege workshop before he can use it effectively. The monk converts it just in time that the mangonel comes across, and Bruh has to run away with the monk, and Baba can pull his mangonel back. Like to see it just sit on the hill, give some protection to these villagers. There are two mangonels coming across, so with some good attacks there, could deny this castle. pikemen raiding what was planned to be a new woodline for Bruh, and villagers going down to the mangonels. One is here in defense for Baba. He gets an attack but misses, and now loses his, but takes one down with it. There is a single villager building. It will not go up. There's enough crossbows there that they could have done it. The castle's on 90 HP. He's committing. He's sending the villagers, trying to get it down as quickly as he possibly could. And will do so, I think. Oh, so close. There's one villager left. It dies. It's on 98.25%. The castle is denied, and Bruh looks set to try and build stone gates around it. But there's now pikeman and crossbow here. Bracer coming in, Treb production started, and villagers are now on their way across to try and complete this castle. Manages to split the mangonel shot. Mangonel is still there. Picks off the monks first, and now can micro past the mangonel. Mangonel will go down. There is still a couple of knights here, but they are very weak. And the castle goes up. Okay, so it is 2 castles now that can... Okay, conscription in the first one, in the top one, I like that. Means that the other military buildings will produce faster, and Baba can go for Treb production in this southern castle and start pushing back into Bruh's base. Gustafoth, thank you very much for the follow. I apologise completely for my butchered attempt at your name. I am now waiting for some of the regulars to use the !butchered command. Thank you, Nessa. Appreciate that. Yeah, apologise completely. I'm going to go with Gusta from now on, but feel free to correct me on my pronunciation. But thank you for the follow and welcome to the stream. So, Treb production here at the front. Just 2 for the time being. Thumb ring coming in. It is just crossbow and elite skirm starting to be mixed in. Crossbow elite skirm mix probably sensible. Crossbows can deal with any cavalry that might come in relatively low numbers, not too crazy. And skirms allowed to be just a little bit tankier in case the opponent goes for their own skirmishers. There are crossbows raiding this gold on the southern side of, or right side of Bruh's base, I probably should call it. Around the map. Southern pond is running very low on fish. Northern pond also very low. Looking here, okay, crossbows there. Couldn't see them. And Bruh is making his way out to that neutral gold. Baba taking this gold in the centre, and this gold in the centre. So he's here with enough crossbows. Has he seen the TCs to the north? He doesn't know about this TC. There are villagers there, but they're not too exposed because of the TC, so crossbows couldn't really do too much there. And it looks like Baba is going to loop round. Manages to pick off a villager that had been walling at the front there. Send in the crossbows to attack, keeping the skirmishers at home to protect the trebuchets. And crossbows will now break in. Things are just struggling a little bit, so I'm just going to close some of my tabs that I don't need open. Get that. Okay. Cool. Close a few tabs that were open just to make things a little bit more comfortable for the laptop to cope with, and move the Age of Empires game underneath into like the corner of the map down here so that I can't see what's going on, so that there's less rendering taking place. And bombard cannon from Bruh, able to do a good job picking off trebs and a decent job against the skirmishers. Crossbows are in... Oh, it's Arb now. Arbs are in now for Baba. heading to the wood line of Bruh. They are going to get a fair size amount of Vilpix here. Bruh still not reacting. Focus instead on this castle going down at the front. There are 2 trebs and there's no repair villagers yet, so I think that castle does go down. And even more villagers dying. Bruh still not reacting. Bruh making a tech switch now into Cavalier alongside his skirmisher production. And he has just lost dozens of villagers on these woodlines. That's pushed him off all of this wood completely. He's got 7 lumberjacks at the moment. He's able to move down to this southern woodline, but the Arbalest can follow through. There is a gap. So, what is Baba's response now? He doesn't know about all of this eco to the north. Doesn't know about the gold position there. He's going to start to see the stone be depleted. Still a feature that probably does get adjusted. How do I get the link to cast? It's in the Age of Empires tournament Discord. Which I don't know how to invite people. Okay. Here you go. This is the Age of Empires tournament Discord. So if you join that and put a so that you'll find the Visible Cup 4 general section. And if you put in there asking for it or Visible Cup 4 questions, Nerfox is the admin and will be able to give you permissions to get into the channel where this is all shared. Also, welcome to the stream, Cool Smile. Hello. So, Cavalier from Bruh dive out. They're going to try and pick off the bombard cannons first of all. Bombard cannons trying to deny the Trebs attacking this castle. Baba doesn't seem to be doing too much to prevent Bruh pushing out. The Arbalest, I believe, got killed by skirmishers and Cavalier. Baba losing gold miners here, losing skirmishers. There are arbs here as well, so going to trade a little bit better against the Cavalier. The castle then goes down, and Baba is a little bit exposed. His base on his right hand side is completely open. Bruh completely focused on the centre though. No worries, happy to help. Hope you can get access soon. Bruh pushing back here in the centre. Cavalier fighting Light Cav. Skirmishers behind. Going to try and pick off the Arbalest. And there are gold miners there that should go down very quickly afterwards. I think we're about to see a GG. Trebs and bombard cannons going to start taking out the production buildings. Baba down to 100 villagers. Trying to add Light Cav. But Light Cav's not enough to stop the Cavalier push coming here. Cost is so hard to balance, doing everything and being everywhere. Yeah, agreed. Ukrainian boy, who's the red player who's playing like a noob? The red player is Babaorum. He is I would say an up-and-coming French player. He agreed that this part of the map he has not played it well, but he was completely dominant in the first 2 games against a very experienced Brazilian pro here in Bruh. Paradox, thank you very much for the host. Welcome everyone, and welcome back to Paradox. So yeah, I give Baba the benefit of the doubt here. He is about to get overwhelmed, but he had an amazing showing against Capoch in the semi-final, winning 4-0. And there we go. We do have the GG. But yeah, Baba, very impressive of late. But as we say, wasn't too impressed with his defense here. He's got 500 stone in the bank, but wasn't repairing either of the castles. He gave up that position, letting Baba push out. Only just found the eco here to the north. Hello, Paradox. So, I liked Baba's play in the early game, contesting the ponds, making Bruh invest heavily into them. But Bruh was then a little bit faster to Castle Age, using the market well to get himself up. And Baba just stayed forward with his skirmishers. It meant that Bruh was able to just add a few knights, clean it up, and then start to add eco behind it, able to then get the castles up at the front and push forward. So, a good comeback there from Bruh. Hopefully we will see a close set here. So, military, Bruh taking some good trades there, having a positive KD. Army high for Bruh, probably a minute or two before the end. Economy lead in every category for Bruh, and with the relic gold, obviously with Liths trying to get relics, really important. I did notice he had a transport ship, didn't get around to using it. I mean, the APM at the end of the game there, probably fairly focused on the military push at the front, but relics giving +1 attack for Lithuanian knights and lighters if he went there, but didn't. So yeah, faster castle time for Bruh, able to push back a bit. Baba with the slightly faster imp, but not able to take down Bruh's castles. Society. Baba stopping Vil production. He just felt at the end there like he was struggling for eco and couldn't be producing what he needed to. And looking at the APM, I think this is where he's just spamming a button to try and select the TC, hotkey to select the TC at the start. Baba rapidly trying to do something at the end there, but not able to stop the push. Okay, so just to run that up, we've got cross victory for Bruh, using Lithuanians to beat Italians. Yeah, I think Bruh is definitely mind gaming this. So we have game number 4 here. Bruh picking Aztecs. So Aztecs, really solid 1v1 civ. They get a faster production from all of their production buildings. Their villagers carry extra resources, so they've got a really solid eco boost, and their eagle spam is hard to deal with. Baba, on the other hand, is the Britons. I think Baba planned for Britons here. He used them in the previous round on this map as well, and I think he was expecting Celts. I think Britons do quite fine versus Celts. Versus Aztecs is a bit trickier. Baba is forward with his scout. He has stolen 3 sheep and is now looking for those boar. Bruh. Oh, he stole more. Oh my god, he stole 5 sheep. Good lord. Sorry, that's about as hype as I ever get. Bruh was scouting with his eagle. Baba sending 2 of the sheep to the south. These 2 should get back to the TC, okay. Just be careful, he's going to lose them back to the eagle. And yeah, so Bruh gets 2 back, sending 1 into the corner I really like. And now he's here with the scout, and he's going to try and name the boar. The eagle from Bruh is trying to loop back round. This is... oh god, yes. Oh god is exactly the right reaction. So, Bruh hasn't been to the north of the map at all. He's now hoping that he runs into the boar. So, like, animals, huntables run and you can see them in the... yeah, huntables. You can see them even in bit where you can't currently see. He's going to get a little bit lucky here, maybe. Oh, he sees the villager. And he's going to deny the dock. But so far, the scout is going to suddenly see the ball come into view. There it is. He's now going to try and lame. So he needs to try and deny the scout. And I love that reaction from Baba. Sending the villager, doesn't need the scout anymore. The villager will bring the boar in. That was excellently lamed. Whatever your views on laming, Baba has done that well. Daruda Sandstorm. Oh, but Bruh is responding with a counter lame. Baba needs to be careful here because his scout will die if the eagle gets one hit. Just stand still. It's good reaction. Baba still trying to keep it. The response by... these two make me sick. The response to counter lame is exactly the right one. Baba trying to stop the boar. But it's just delaying the food income. Bruh has run out of sheep. He doesn't have the boar. So even if Baba's not able to stop this lame, the amount of eco damage this is doing just by making the food income delayed is still huge. He's having to drop 2 farms. Baba now gives up on it. And Baba, as Britons, has more sheep than normal. Wouldn't be surprised if he tries to just sneak that down the edge of the map at some point. And so the eagle is here from Bruh. Should kill the scout. It does. And now, what does Bruh do? Sends the scout forward. Trying to get information on what Baba's plans are. Baba on the way to feudal age. Bruh responding with a drush. So presumably drush FC here for him. Nessa, I agree. I don't like laming. I don't do it myself normally. But this is the final of a tournament. I don't know the exact prize pool. I probably should. I will double check it. So, the militia are here for Bruh. He is going to try and kill the fishing ships, and Baba just repositions them to the center of each of these little ponds. Needs to move that one to the north. And yeah, the second dock coming up. Just keeps moving them around. Baba is on gold. Bruh trying to wall up with some big walls. That's some greediness there. And Baba hits feudal age, going for fire galleys to begin with. So we'll use fire galleys to try and clean up these militia and then take out the dock. Bruh, still not up to feudal age. Hasn't clicked up. Baba's now dropping barracks. It's just sending the last sheep over. And quick walls for Baba secures his resources. So first place in this will get $700. Second place gets $400. So it's an extra $300 for the winner. In which case, my view is lame. My view is lame away. Right, if it's within the rules, do it. So we are going to have an archery range here for Bruh. Baba coming across the berries. He does have a weakened villager there. There are now militia attacking them. Baba is going to try and engage. Pulls the weak villager back. These are Celt militia. Oh, they don't have the speed boost in Feudal Age anymore. I was going to say they're faster, but they're not. Bruh hits Feudal Age. He does not have the resources to fast castle. He's taking from deer. He's going to build a market as part of the wall off on the right hand side just to secure that. Baba adding galleys alongside his fire galleys, and Bruh is going to add in fire galleys of his own. Baba needs to be careful. Again, he is now Feudal Age. The militia are faster. They can cope okay with archers. Would be worth walling that villager in. Yeah, and now just about manages to complete the house.
Ready.
And Baba sending his new archers forward. Will he see the new dock? He should see the villager. Does he react? Yeah, he's coming to where the fire galley is trying to break through. One runs under the TC, so he will lose that archer. And Bruh sensibly goes and plugs the gap. Militia here. Baba garrison in the TC. Those militia now die to the TC. And Baba can continue to wall up should he choose to. His archers will be able to move forward. Eagle out in defense from Bruh. Baba is in with an archer. Doesn't have fletching at the moment, but still is going to cause a pain. Bruh pops with 3 fire galleys, so he's going to be able to push back this water pressure and is going to re-wall behind. So Baba's going to be kept out for the time being. Bruh sells his stone. He's trying to get to Castle Age as fast as he possibly can. And Baba going for some greedy wars. I think he should be okay. I wonder if he got that sheep back.
Ready.
So Baba continuing to try and contest water. Bruh adding more fire galleys. Bruh very close to clicking up. A little bit shy on the food. We'll be there any minute now. And it seems like Bruh doesn't know about the dock up here. He's just heading up there to try and find it. Baba is going to start trying to break through the wall here. Bruh coming with a villager to try and just house wall behind. Prevent the growing army of archers here from breaking in. He should see the barracks. He does. He knows the barracks is there. He is on the way to Feudal Age Castle. No, sorry, not Castle. Barracks. Baba should expect the eagle play here from the Aztec player. And his response should be longsword. Never research fletching.
Grayton?
Needs to make sure he's walled up that right hand side and the left hand side and the gap here, because the eagles will run through. Okay, fletching is now in. I think we're more likely to see knights. There we go. So, Bruh hits Castle Age. Eagles stronger in Castle Age than in Feudal Age. And they produce faster. Baba trying to get his archers home, and they are going to get caught out by these eagles, but Bruh wasn't paying attention. Bruh sending 2 villagers forward to build a siege workshop. Is Baba... Hey, Baba's walling into his TC, so the eagles have to run and fight under the TC. They only have the first armor upgrades. Eagle Warrior is not in. Crossbow on the way, but importantly again, Bruh will see the stable. Crossbow and Bodkin on the way. They should be able to clean up these eagles.
Ready.
I'd like to see Baba just wall in that villager somewhere just to protect it. Crossbow's here now, and that should be 1 dead villager, depending on how quickly these crossbows can do their work. Second TC early for Baba. Bruh adding a monastery alongside his siege workshop. Baba going for 3rd TC. And Baba also trying to continue cleaning up on water. Eagles die at the back of Baba's base, and the siege is here, but there's no monks. There's now 1 monk. Baba dives out with his knights. He's going to try and take out the siege. A very, very quick conversion. Worth sending the remaining knight after the monk. So now needs to micro the crossbows back, takes out the converted knight, and again we'll probably run under the TC, garrison, and be content to take the engagement. Bruh sensibly pulls away. Baba has taken out 1 of Bruh's docks and will now go after the second. Archery, second archery range for Baba. I don't like that as an option. I wanted to see longsword switch. I know longsword switch is more expensive, it takes a bit longer to get to.
Ready.
Mangonel is going to come forward and start trying to pressure the front here. Baba just waiting a little bit until he's got a few more numbers. He's moving out with the knights, waiting for crossbows to be in support. The monks trying to convert the knights pull back, Mangonel follows, and the crossbows have to pull away. Eagles starting to stream into Baba's base. I don't think they're meant to. I think Baba needs ballistics fairly soon. Okay, university coming up. Finish that up. So the dock is going to get pressured here, so I think Baba will take control of the water. Bruh adding a forward barracks as well, up to 20 eagles. Problem here for Baba is that Thumb Ring is a really useful upgrade against eagles because it increases the fire rate, so you can like do more damage per second sort of thing. So you can start moving away but firing more frequently. So Britons don't get that, so it's gonna be harder to deal with the Eagles. The knights are going to help. Needs the knights in position now, though. Eagles are diving. They're diving under the TC. Knights are here. Monks are coming. The mangonels are within range of the TC, though. And Bruh has to pull back. Baba takes a shot there. Doesn't lose too many, thankfully for him. And Baba has been on stone. So he's going to look to try and get a castle here to prevent this push coming in any further. I don't think it needs to be in front of the TC. I think that actually is too risky. Second stable coming in. The monks move forward first whilst the other side of the walls trying to get conversion. And the eagles are committing. I think Bruh might have dived too far. Maybe not. The eagles have got themselves in a nice little choke here. And that was a very good exchange for Baba. He lost minimal of his crossbow mass. He didn't really lose many knights either. The monks... Do the monks get sniped by the TC? The monks dying is big. Because it means that Baba can dive safely with his knights here against the eagles. The eagle mass is... But that is huge. The eagle mass was dying there to the knights and crossbows. But the mangonel, just before it dies, gets a shot off, halving the crossbow mass. As the eagles were declining. And a castle trying to come up just behind this TC. Oh, here, Mango avenged the monks. He did. The crossbow numbers are just so low. Fighting with villagers. Using villagers as the meat shield here so that the castle can go up, the TC can be repaired enough, and so that the crossbows can fire into the eagles. That will go up. I'd like to see a couple of houses here for Bruh, just to, even at the front, again, re-wall it. I think he's okay. Baba, recognising the situation, stops his monk production, stops his siege production, adds TCs at home. Continuing to add eagles. Baba, feeling a bit more confident, is moving out with his crossbows. Bruh getting one conversion before this army moves in, and he uses it on a fire galley. When there is... Although, it should be able to clear up the fire galleys. Maybe it will be worthwhile. Baba getting himself a little bit caught out here. Again, this is going to be a good little surround from Bruh. Baba past. He's going to try and sit here between the buildings so that they have to be deleted. Nope, just pulls back. Pulls back now in the range of the castle and TC if he garrisons. And picks off a few more eagles as they retreat. So there is a 9 HP fire galley, which could go around and snipe ships, fishing ships. Okay. Bruh, resuming mangonel and monk production. Baba needs to be careful that his crossbows don't go near that siege workshop. Baba is coming forward with the castle. I think that's a safe one. It could have gone here, but I think that's too risky with the mangonel garrisons. The eagles, he's doing it. Okay, bringing the knights around, and he's going to be okay. Keep the crossbows back. There are eagles garrisoned again. Monks are looping around. The mangonel is there, and Baba dives on the mangonel with his knights. I think this castle's going to be denied. There are too many eagles coming in now. Castle has been denied for the time being. Might have been worth trying to wall in some of the villagers. And Bruh having to use the market a lot to be able to afford upgrades. And Baba able to push back out. Needs some walls. Not building them. He's going to rely on his crossbow mass to be able to take a good trade here against the Eagles. And Bruh has to pull away. The castle will go up. So that second castle denies this push. Baba only now getting bow sword, but he's gone into longbow production. Ah, that's the dream. That's the dream right there. Both players trying to come to the center to add TCs. Converted Knight from Bruh is coming across, and we'll find these villagers, 2 of which are very, very weak. And Baba should now see the TC. No worries, Theo. Thank you for stopping by. Night Jack, night JBR. Night Theo, thank you again. And yeah. Another castle. Baba has the stone. He's able to drop a castle here. Where is Bruh's military? There are eagles coming, but there are crossbows here ready. Crossbows, knights, longbows. Imperial Age coming in for Baba. Bruh, not close. He's been going into eagles, and went for 2 TCs, so his food has been utilised for eagle production, not for Imperial Age. This is over, right? I think so. But then again, like, it's Aztecs. Aries Bison, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Yes, Vossen, it is over. Baba taking that game to lead the set 3-1. That all came down to how well he was able to hold Bruh's army. Bruh, I think a couple of times dove too far. Lost a few monks to the TC at one point. And it just meant that Baba was able to push it back out. He was able to dive on the siege with his knights. And then dropping defensive castle, and then this castle here, just denying all of those military production buildings. Here, denying the TC. Just about to dive on all of these villagers and eagles. So, yeah, I think that was well and truly over. And on to statistics. Military, Baba taking some good trades again. Whittling down that eagle mass. That I think was the scary point for Baba. But he'd done a good job of massing crossbow and knights, so able to stop the push. And yeah, as I said, Bruh losing those monks was, I think, a massive loss. Yeah, way more food collected for Baba, and that went into his Imperial Age. Bruh, just on eagle production, doesn't need huge amounts of food. Okay. So, complete this. We got Cup win for Baba, with Britons beating Aztecs. Okay, so we are into game number 5 now. This is which home map? This is Bruh's home map. And here we have Celts for Bruh in the green versus Malay in the blue for Babaorum. Bison in the chat saying, so what is the preferred civ out of the 2? Personally, I like Malay. I think the faster uptime will allow him to take control of the water and then transition into archers fairly quickly. Bruh will likely go for... I think it's too far to drush. I don't think it's worth the investment. But I think Bruh will go for some skirm defense. I think the power spikes that you can get with Malay are gonna be an issue here for Bruh to deal with. But if anyone has a different opinion, by all means, tell me, share it. There are people with far more game knowledge, civ knowledge than me here, so I welcome input. Bruh comes and takes his first ball, the one that's a little bit exposed to the north there. This one in the south should be okay. Has already gone forward with his scout. Nessa, you were the only person in my mind when I said that. So Baba coming forward, just building his first house in a position to help wall. The shallows terrain here means that it's wide enough that you can build a dock, but you can't fully block it. There's always one tile spare. So even if he builds a dock wherever here and then walls to it, there's going to be a single tile where Bruh would still be able to path past. And the villager here is building the dock and gets the palisade foundations up in time. I have seen villagers die to an early scout on this game and on this map, and it's a huge impact early on because A, you're down a villager, which you don't want to be, and B, you're then behind on the fishing ships. So, out of interest, when I say it as fishing ships, does it sound like fish and chips, or does it just sound like fishing ships? I know T90 gets a lot of stick, I think playfully. Just double check, we are fully up with pace. We are indeed. Fish and chips. I think it's impossible to say fishing ships without sounding like fish and chips. So Baba forward with his scout, able to do some good turnaround hits on Bruh's scout, idling this one villager for quite a long time until Bruh eventually gives up and heads home. Not sure which it sounds like, but now I'm hungry. Secretly, I work for the fish and chips industry, and that's my plan all along. Spend a lot of money on a laptop, invest hundreds of hours over 12 months, all to convince my incredible but small audience to buy fish and chips. So Baba getting the loom, not on his way up yet. Well, it's working. Good. Good. I am a marketing genius. I will put it on my resume. Okay, Baba now is on the way to feudal age. Sending a villager out to build a dock. He will be in feudal age 40 seconds early. I'm hungry too now. Sorry, Bison. I recognise the Aries tag, I feel. Is it a clan? So, double dock for both players. Only 3 fishing ships for Baba, 4 for Bruh. Bruh instantly dropping a third dock. So he knows he's going to be behind to feudal age. So he's going to try and invest in that watery military a little bit sooner. Baba instead does now have 2 fire galleys on the way. Manages to afford double bit axe. And so we'll probably be sending 1 or 2 more villagers to gold now. Probably needs a mill as a priority in the near future. So, Baba turning around, taking a few hits off of Bruh's scout, pulls back into range of the TC, so that villager will stay there now. And the scout is on one of many game tags for console play. Okay, fair enough. I feel like there's an Ares within Age of Empires 2. Maybe. Yeah, I'm not sure. So, 2 fire galleys out for each player at this point. Baba, a little bit of miss micro there, but does a better job focusing entirely on the fish to begin with. And now has to pull away. Has reinforcements coming out. One is very, very weak and will probably die there. Should lose that one. So Baba losing the initiative on water. Demo out early for Bruh. He is hunting the fire galleys. Is he gonna... His fire galley just pulls away from a 1 HP. Would fast castle for siege push be an idea? Yes. I've seen it, and it has merit. It's too late to do so. I've also seen Malay go faster feudal to go forward with towers. I've seen Byzantines come forward for towers and cheap trash. Okay, Baba looks to have lost water, which is not quite the scenario I expected, but he is transitioning onto farms already, and Bruh is adding a range. Baba already has a range and is adding archers. No blacksmith. Oh no, blacksmith is there, my apologies. House wall in the gap there, and has enough on gold for 1 range production. What I've seen some players do on this map is at this stage, when they know they're going to lose water, is they just add a couple of demos and go after the fishing ships. I think it's a really sensible move because it means that your opponent has to reinvest into those for the fish that's there, which is not huge.
Yep.
Okay, so we have archer production for Bruh. Needs to balance his eco a little bit. I imagine he's going to add a market fairly soon. But he's going to get the front of his base walled first. And this side should be okay. I don't think archers will be willing to pass the docks. But yeah, Baba has abandoned water completely. Archers continuing to walk across. And blacksmith coming up in at home for Bruh. Baba here with a couple of archers. But sees this individual villager already having the scout in position to try and block villager. Baba just trying to micro the scout away so that the villager has to do it. Has to keep walking and is not going to escape. Sorry, I just really struggled over my words there. But it's an annoyance for Bruh because it's cost him an extra 150 for another blacksmith. So he's adding a second range as well, though. Baba is only on 1. Baba looks to be walling to the edge here, which I like as a move. I don't think it's worth playing this open. I don't think it's worth walling to your dock, just because knights can run past quite easily. Archers, it would be too risky in case there's a demo coming out, but knights could do it much easier. So wheelbarrow coming in for Baba. He's not going to be too far away from clicking Castle Age. 600 food already. I think probably by the time wheelbarrow finishes, he'll be able to garrison the TC and click up. Bring in his archers home. Second range coming up for Baba, just a little bit forward from his base. So 5 archers here for Bruh. Baba with 7. And Castle Age in for Baba. Again, having a minute or so lead, minute plus lead, but it'll be a minute and a half nearly, means that crossbow is going to be pivotal. I think Baba needs to try and force this fight. He's going to lose because he's down on numbers, but I think the trade-off for him, because he should expect the melee player to be up to Castle Age faster. So it should be a case of just trying to whittle down these numbers as much as possible. But Bruh is flooding archers across. It's continuous 2-range production, sending them straight out from the range across the map. And Castle Age is in. Crossbow and bowsaw is the priority. Little bit shy on gold for Bodkin. And Baba pulls home. No, sorry, Bruh pulls home. Baba is home. Okay, Baba going for a second TC. Gives him some gold access at the front of his base. Bruh should now be able to keep this archer mass alive and wait for upgrades. He's going to be ahead in numbers. I think the second range there was a really good decision from Bruh, because it meant that Baba's momentum was completely stalled. In an ideal world, Baba should be hitting here when crossbow completes, so that he can start to try and do damage. But instead, Bruh was able to have more numbers, keep Baba at home. Now going for both of his upgrades, so crossbow bodkin for his archers, and going for a university early so that he can get ballistics, take better traits. But I think ballistics is going to be too slow. But he's ahead on numbers, so shouldn't worry so much, although Baba sending a villager forward. Is this going to be for a siege workshop? Only the first archer armor just coming in now for Baba's crossbows. He's just struggling a little bit here with his eco. What was that for? Okay, there is a siege workshop coming up in the center. I think he's going to be down on the numbers here. I think it's going to be denied. I think the villager... No, pulls the villager away. So it keeps the villager alive. But now with ballistics in for Bruh, Baba just has to run home. And is sending a villager to build a siege workshop that will deny that first one, and it gets deleted. Going to build it at home instead. Ballistics is on the way for Baba. Needs that before he can take this fight. 16 versus 17. Siege workshop will complete, and I think we'll see crossbows turn around as soon as they see it. Yeah. Heading to the woodline. And with ballistics, this should be some dead villagers. One down, second one misses. But I think that was okay. That got one that I thought would have been a bit too far. So Scorpion pops out, but Mangonel's being added for Baba. So Baba with Scorpion here, gonna now start engaging with his crossbows. Here with slightly more numbers. Oh, no, he hasn't. Second Scorpion, but they are not going to be too efficient against the Mangonel. Baba popped out with one crossbow that runs into the whole army from Bruh. And again, Baba forced back, adding a Mangonel from the Siege Workshop. So again, Bruh not going to be too able to dive there. And Baba needs to be careful that he's not producing too many crossbows here that are just going to get thrown away. I'd like to see that one cancelled. I think he has actually. Or is he housed? He's housed. Ooh, Mangonel comes out for Baba gets a good hit on the crossbows as well as taking out the mangonel. Gonna try and trade off mangonel for mangonel. He does even better than that. Keeps his mangonel alive. That is excellent trades there for Baba. 2 mangonels, keeping his 1, and now is able to start trying to make this army pull back. At home, Bruh up to 3 TCs, only 2 for Baba. But Baba here with 2 mangonels. Ooh. Mangonel taking some of the blast damage, not a direct hit. That time it was 1 for 1, but again, that still favours Baba. Although the forward siege workshop for Bruh takes a shot to his crossbows. There's not a lot of weak ones there now. Mangonels each having a cursory hit rather than direct one. And Baba probably going to lose this mangonel. He does. He takes a hit to some of his crossbows as well. Crossbow numbers favouring Baba now. But Bruh adding a 4th TC. Bruh has played this one really, really well. Although that time he didn't. Mangonel going down without a shot. Again, Mangonel stays alive. Dies this time. Oh, I think he deleted it. Hoping for the splash damage. I don't think it got it, but I think the crossbows shot Baba's. Bruh is mining stone. 7 villagers on stone. I think he's going to look to try and control this sort of area. It just completely inhibits Baba's moving out, but Baba is able to click Imperial Age. I think, is he queued? There it is now. Ooh, more crossbow losses for Bruh. Baba trading off 1 for 1 with mangonels. And again, another good hit. Imperial Age just over a minute away for Baba. Bruh is not close, although mangonel pops now. Gets 1 for none again. This has been some really good trades for Baba. Able to push Bruh back completely. The crossbow mass is decimated. Is that the first barracks he built? Yes, it is. Siege workshop coming up at home, ready just to face defensively. Great attack ground from Baba, but trades off again 1 for 1. And Bruh building a castle defensively. That whole engagement, just because of how better Baba's mangonel micro was, means that that castle has to be here at home rather than almost game deciding right in front of Baba's base. The crossbow mass is now advancing. Arbalest, bracer, chemistry all on the way. And now a stable at home. Is that going to be to add a few elephants? No, scouts. So Arbalest here sees the castle. The castle should go up. He has to pull away. Doesn't even try to deny it. And it's going to be breaking in at the back. Bruh forced into market abuse to get a second castle in his base. The danger here is if Baba pushes quickly, he's going to catch that before the villagers built it. And Bruh has pulled just enough villagers. Castle completes. Baba has to pull away with his arb. Bruh's eco stays perfectly safe. To be honest though, that's actually a really nice castle location. It secures this whole back corner where Bruh can take woods. He's got some gold and can still farm. Baba dives through this gap in the palisade that he's just opened forces some villager deaths and lots of idle time. And Baba is now producing bombard cannons to head forward. Bruh adding Woad Raiders. I am not convinced by Woad Raiders here. They don't perform excellently versus Arbalest. Baba splitting up his army, which I think he might need to now put back together. But Baba looping around to the south. Bruh is going to get some wall off here. He hasn't hit one of the houses, and there's a hole there anyway. Ouch. The Arbalest just stroll in. And a new group of Arbalest coming at the front, killing villagers on the wood line. I fear for Bruh's future in this tournament. So the bombard cannons are going to take their time, destroy the siege workshops as he comes across, and the Woads are looking to try and get us around. There's a small group here at the back of Bruh's base. Baba just gets the final armor upgrade and is now looking to get us around. Here they come. So in numbers like this, the Arbalest will melt. Not elite Woad Raiders yet. Bruh looking to get elite. There it is. And Baba continuing his Arbalest production, adding more ranges. Only 4 rangers for now though, but he's getting elephants. Needs to be careful with this Arbalest mass because the Woads are coming for them next. They are elites, so if he focus fires he might do okay, but with them engaging like this, Arbs will die quicker. Now he starts microing. If he can pick down the weak ones, he might do okay, but there's just too many reinforcements coming. Still think that was good damage for Baba, and now it is Arb, Elephant and Bombard Cannons. Arbs in numbers where they can near on one-shot Woads. 5, so they're doing 5 damage a shot. Only need 16 to one-shot them. I don't think Woads can cope with this. Baba coming forward to castle this point here. This, I think, would prevent too much in the way of counterattacks. It's then got to loop very, very far around. The Woads are here. They're trying to loop around. Could potentially deny it if Baba's not paying attention with his Arbs, or if they move too far out of position. But I don't know if Bruh saw it then. He didn't. So he's going to loop the long way around and not see that castle. And bombard cannons should take out this castle shortly. Elephants are here with the Arbalest. The Woads are just going for a straightforward counter raid. And we'll mop up that knight quickly. We'll kill these villagers on the gold. So Baba is going to lose a lot of villagers to this. So elephants and Arbalest massing at home, ready to try their best to deal with this. Thanks for nice to come to the game. Have a good evening. Cheers, Bison. Thank you for stopping by, and thank you again for the follow. Hope to see you again sometime. So, Baba is going to mop up those. Oh, mate, thank you so much for the sub. Really appreciate it. Thank you again. Yeah, as I say, hope to see you around again soon. Baba pushing in at the front. The castle is down. There's very little protecting Bruh's economy here. And Bruh is about to run his Woads into this castle from Baba. Baba, if he reacts, can save these villagers. Hasn't reacted. Bruh goes for the surround, so we'll kill those villagers there. The villagers die very quickly. But there's a reinforcement army coming forward. Elephants streaming across the map. 19 elephants now for Baba. And it's going to start taking out the archery rangers. It doesn't need to take out the archery rangers. He's going to focus on the castle, sit in this little choke point. Elephants can protect the village, the arbalests from any woads. Woads looking to try and break in here. Bruh did just research arson. Needs to make sure he's hit all the stone wall foundations. There's one gap they are in. And where is the army? So woads are going to get a lot of villager kills here. It's a base trade as things stand. This TC in the south corner is going to go down. Bombard cannons are coming. Elephants are coming. And Arb are here. Any villagers trying to escape will die to the Arb. Could split them up a little bit more just to make sure. But yeah, that will be dealt with. The woads here trying desperately to do some damage. Baba did garrison the TC. There's only 12 of them, and there's elephants and Arb here now. He's just going to repair the TC, make sure it stays up so that he can keep using it. And elephants and Arbs deal with that. Arbs, woads taking down this TC, this castle in the centre. So that castle should die. There's a single woad raiding in the north. Bruh is expanding his eco to the belt, for want of a better word. So lost. Well, he's got one villager remaining in the south. 2, 3 over on the right. The Arbs, as they walk past, should kill those villagers. There we go. And now Baba can continue his march north. Both players losing a lot of eco to the attacks here. Woads running through, the army is just missing it. Woads should take out that TC if Baba's not able to get there. So that'll be more dead villagers, but these woads will die to the arbalest. All of the villagers in the south where Bruh started have been killed. The woads raiding here will die. Villagers desperately trying to keep that TC up. They can garrison again now, and the TC will stay up. The woads will likely die now to these elephants. Elephants do trample damage, so yeah, against massed infantry they do okay, unless the infantry is Haub, which Bruh is trying to mix in. Bruh still expanding, still adding castles. So he's able to add these woads, which I think is the only thing keeping him in the game at the moment, because Baba is losing villagers. I'd like to see a castle in here, or finish the stone walls. And woads trying to dive on the arbalest here. Elephants trying to be the meat shield. Arbs now taking a little bit of a choke. And as the woads turn to fight the elephants, the Arbs able to start dealing damage. This push is continuing north. It's going to take down that castle soon. And there is a new castle coming up, trying to be built with one villager. It's almost worth attacking it with his woads, because if that goes down, he's going to lose a stone. Baba lost a stone. Ooh, that castle would have been huge just to protect these two TCs. Continuing adding castles further in the north, migrating his economy as he goes. Problem for Bruh is going to be his food eco, but he's got fishing ships. He's having to add lots of houses here. This army continuing their march round. Is it too late to cheer for Bruh? I don't know. The score says yes. Iron casting coming in, so upgrades on the elephants. But Bruh has more eco. He's got more villagers. I mean, he's got 14 idols. Okay, now Baba's catching up. I think it's too late, yeah. Arb's taking out the wood line here. Nearly energy. And the Wode's diving on more gold miners. But this army is unstoppable. Bruh can't stop that. Even if he brought all of his Wodes here, he hasn't got enough to deal with that. So eventually he's going to run out of space to run to. I think. He's doing a good job of the running. This gold's going to run out soon. These villages are very exposed. Though the Wodes are going to get a good surround on the Arbalest here. The Arbalest are melting again. Caught out of position without the elephants nearby. More... Whoa, look at the elephant numbers. Wodes coming to raid again. Losing out to the elephants and the Arbalest. There's a good surround again here. Just Wodes swarming the elephants. But again, this army just continuing its push clockwise. Wodes should be able to take out this TC again. TC fully garrisoned, although the elephants are arriving now. But not in significant numbers. More Wodes keep coming. Bruh is trying to add in Haub. The TC ejects more villagers than Baba down to 65 villagers. Struggling for gold income. And Bruh is going to build a castle there. Surely he can't get that up. But again, this army just continues its push. And here comes Baba. Baba sending his Arbs. I think he could probably kill most of those. Yeah, so he's using two groups. And that castle gets denied. Baba takes the game and therefore the set 4-1. Very, very convincing performance there. Baba very dominant in the 4 games he won. A little bit of a wobble in the middle of the 3rd game and able to see it out at the end there. I did fear for him a couple of times in that final game. But I think the better Mangonel micro for Baba meant that he was able to push Bruh's forward aggression back. And it just meant that as he got the earlier Imperial Age, he was able to come and do some significant damage. And Bruh lost everything he had. He was trying to defend with castles. Baba moved around them. The Wode raiders raiding were doing excellent damage. Baba has lost a lot of villagers that game just from Wodes. But this army was gradually working its way around. So as long as Baba kept up his villager production, he was going to be okay. But into statistics. Came just in time to see my teammate lose. Ouch. Oh, of course. Bruh is on Quendi, isn't he? Because he plays a lot of DM. I forgot that was who you were, Keller. I shouldn't forget that because it's in your damn name. But yeah, anyway, so Baba with the effective trades there. Bruh just spamming Wodes, trying to do something until eventually ran out of space to keep pushing around. And technologies, yeah, Baba, as would it be expected, melee faster up to each age. And the villagers, 220 villagers produced for Baba. His current was 67. He'd lost nearly 160 villagers. Only 110 lost for Bruh. Bruh doing the best he could at the end there. I think this was him rapidly trying to click that castle to get it finished, but Baba managing to micro his Arbalest And there we have it. We have a winner. Baba taking that game with Malay versus Celts. Just double checking I've got that right. It is best of 7. Yeah, there's no more talk of another map. And so yeah, GG's to Baba. A very solid victory for him there.